Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dede Ayi Faridah. I am from class MN20D. Here I will explain about the paper that I have made entitled The Role of Human Research as the Main Trigger in the Company. Where is this paper made for fulfill the task of Business English course in session 14 with a lecture named Miss Mutia MPD. Abstract. Writing aims to determine the role of human research management in the organization. The writing method used in this research is to collect various information from several sources of e-books or articles. From the discussion, it can be concluded that human research management is managing human research. Of all the research available in the organization, human research are the most important and very decisive. All the potential possessed by human research greatly affect the organization efforts in achieving its goals. Introduction. Background. Human research management is a process of dealing with various problems in the scope of employee, labor, managers, and other workers to be able to support the activities of the organization or company in order to achieve predetermined goals. Therefore, managers must ensure that the company or an organization has the right workforce at the right place and at the right time, who has the ability to complete tasks that will help the company achieve its overall goals effectively and efficiently. Human Research Management, or HRM, is the design of formal system within an organization to ensure the effective and efficient use of human talent to achieve organizational goals. It doesn't matter whether the company is a large company with 100 employees or a small non-profit organization with 10 employees. The employees still have to be paid, which means a good and legal compensation system is needed. Faustino, 2003. Writing purpose. The purpose of making this paper is to fulfill on the assignment for the Business English course session 14 and 15. Besides that, it also to add insight to the author in understanding human research management. Method. The writing method used in this research is to collect various information from several sources of e-books or articles. Research. 1. Understanding human research management. Human research are an integrated ability of the thinking power and physical power of the individual, the behavior and nature of which is determined by heredity and the environment, while his work performance is motivated by the desire to fulfill his satisfaction. Andrew Isikula suggests that human research planning or manpower planning is defined as the process of determining manpower needs and means meeting these needs so that their implementation interacts with organizational plans. Human research management, or HRM, is the design of formal system within an organization to ensure the effective and efficient use of human talent to achieve organizational goals. It doesn't matter if the company is a large company with 100 employees or a small non-profit organization with 10 employees. The employees still have to be paid, which means a good and legal compensation system is needed. Faustino, 2003. 2. Component of HR planning. There are several components that need to be considered in HR planning, namely 1. Purpose. HR planning must have objectives based on individual, organizational, and national interests. The purpose of HR planning is to link existing human research to future company needs to avoid mismanagement and overlapping tasks. 2. Organizational planning. Organizational planning is an activity carried out by the company to make positive change for the development of the organization. HR forecasting is drastically affected by production levels. The level of production from the provider company or supplier and competitors can also have an effect. Forecasting HR needs to take into account change in technology, demand and supply condition, and career planning. 3. HRM. According to Charrington, human research function consists of 1. Staffing or employment. This function consists of 3 important activities, namely planning, drawing, and selecting human research. In fact, managers are responsible for anticipating human research needs. As companies grow, managers are becoming more than dependent on the human research department to gather information about the composition and skills of the current workforce. 2. Performance evaluation. Human research performance appraisal is the responsibility of the human research department and manager. Managers bear primarily responsibility for evaluating their subordinates, and the human research department is responsible for developing an effective form of performance appraisal and ensuring that the performance appraisal is carried out by all parts of the company. 3. Compensation. In terms of compensation or reward, a good coordination is needed between the human research department and the manager. Managers are responsible for salary increases, while the human research department is responsible for developing a good salary structure. 4. Employee relation. In a company that has a union, the human research department plays an active role in negotiating and dealing with issues of agreement with the union. Helping company deal with unions is the responsibility of the human research department. 5. Personnel research. In an effort to improve the effectiveness of the company, the human research department analyzes individual and company problems to make appropriate change. And then challenge for human research management. The difficulties faced by human research management in the future will certainly not be the same as the condition of the past. The difficulty is how to create an organization that is increasingly diverse and demands more effective, efficient, and productive management. In the past, organization mechanisms were likely determined by the management of the human research, but nowadays the success of an organization is legally determined by the quality of human research management or HRM. Today, what needs to be done is to increase understanding of the purpose of HRM activities themselves so that HR can make an optimal contribution to the success of the organization operation. Every step taken in HRM must be closely related to the obligation that must be completed by the organization. And then, human research strategy. Human research strategy is related to the mission, vision, corporate strategy, SVU, or strategy business unit as well as functional strategy. The determination of the human research strategy needs to pay attention and consider the mission, vision, and corporate strategy, so that it needs to be formulated in a logical, clear, and applicable manner. My human research strategy supports the implementation of corporate strategy and needs to be translated into HR activities, program policy, and that are in line with the company strategy will affect the achievement of company goals. And then this question, what is meant by human research? And 2, what are the functions of human research management? 3, what are the components of human research management? And 4, what is the human research management strategy for the challenge faced? F. Conclusion. From some of the explanation above can be concluded as follows. Human research management is a process of dealing with various problems in the scope of employee laborers, managers, and other workers to be able to support the activities of the organization of or company in order to achieve the goals that have been determined. The components of HR planning are 1. Purpose, 2. Organizational planning, and then human research strategy is related to the mission, vision, corporate strategy, strategy business unit, as well as functional strategy. The determination of the human research strategy needs to pay attention to and consider the mission, vision, and corporate strategy, so that is need to be formulated in a logical, clear, and applicable manner. My human research strategy support the implementation of corporate strategy and needs to be translated into HR activities, program policy that are in line with the company strategy will affect the achievement of company goals. Maybe that's enough of a brief explanation. Sorry if there are errors, but verbally and in writing. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.